What is up, guys? NYKF31 here, Madden 21. Haven't done one of these in quite some time, mainly just due to irritation and disgust. But a update was made to the game this past week, and they made some changes to quarters and cover three. What I want to look at here is Quarter's trip solo check has been put back into the game. It was in the game at the beginning of the year. It was taken out. When it was taken out, I was like pounding Clint's DMs. I'm like, dude, what are you doing to me? I was not very happy about that at all. It was spot dropping against trips. And in this update, they brought that back. So I just want to see if it's really there and working as it should. So we're going to do a little bit of review as we do play against this Trey open formation, and we'll go over what the quarter solo check is. It's been a few months since I've really, done any type of coverage update breakdown. I'll just come out in anything for the time being. So, cover 4 quarters. The trips check for quarters is solo. Whoops, wrong play. There we go. So yeah, solo. So what does that mean? What that means is against trips, the solo side receiver is man locked by the corner, no matter what route he runs, whether he goes vertical, underneath, in, underneath, out, no matter what the route is, he plays a man-to-man. So what you will have here is this quarter flat then is responsible for number 2, who is the back coming out of the backfield. Why isn't the safety responsible for him? I will get to that in a second. So what you have here with the corner man-locked and the quarter flat manned up on the back is you now are kicking the coverage to the strength of the formation. You have 4 defenders over 3 and a potential free player, this weak side safety who can rob, he can rotate the middle of the field, he can play deep half. I'm talking about in real life, not in Madden, but in real life, this guy can do a lot of game plan specific things. Someone had posted on Twitter about how the Chiefs may defend, or how what am I talking about? How the Bucks may defend one of the Chiefs' RPO plays. And one of the ways that you would do it is that you can convert quarters into basically a cover 3 sky, where you could have this defender here be in fit support, and this safety here rotate, and you play man match between these 3 receivers. Now that's against a normal team. Now a team against the Chiefs, where you have a track star outside and Tyreek Hill are in the slot with McCole Hardman, the other track star somewhere, that's a dicey situation, but that's conceptually how you might, do that as far as RPO repellent. Solo is a good check for an RPO heavy team out of trips. So in Madden, and also in real life, what will happen, or what should happen, is the corner here will be matching vertical of number 1. If number 1 goes under, he drops back to a quarter zone, and you have a read concept between the quarter flat and the safety here. The quarter flat will redirect this receiver here, number 2 receiver, up the seam. If he goes vertical, the strong side safety will take him. The 3 rec is always going to open up to the strength of the formation, in this case a trip side, and he is going to wall off the release of number 3 vertical, as the weak side safety will bracket him. So in a play like this, let me just get on Mr. Jenkins here. This deep out play, I'll leave this guy in the block. You should have Perriman being played man-to-man, vertical release of Hogan being matched by the outside corner, and this dig route here should be rerouted by the quarter flat defender with the strong side safety picking him up, and a bracket by the 3 rec and the weak side safety on Herndon. that route wasn't quite vertical, so the quarter flat picked him up, which is fine. I thought that route would break deeper than it did. So, straight man-to-man here. Match the vertical release. He gets rerouted. And the quarter flat takes him. We get a bracket here. Virek walls him off. This is not a vertical route. So he delivers him right to the quarter flat. And this is your wild card player here. He can rotate to the middle of the field. He can give help here. There's a lot of things that you can do. So if you're playing this, you can use this guy and basically freelance. If there's no number 3 vertical, you can play middle of the field safety, or you can give help over the top on a mismatch. You're basically a wild card player. So let's do this. All right, now let's run. Let's just run straight 4 verticals. Just to make sure there are no weirdo ass busts on something on the simple stuff. Straight 4 dirties. Genoa, sometimes they'll get what you don't think they'll get right, and the obvious stuff they'll break. So 4 dirties, nice and straightforward. Quarter flat, he's accounting for the back. 3 rec does a good job here of delivering number 3 vertical to the safety. Redirect. Tight hole throw there. And man on deep here. Let's try to fit that in. Okay, we like that. We like that. Break on the damn ball. Now let's run a concept like Z under. So on a concept like this, where number 1 to the trip side goes under, what you now have, or what you should have, is the corner releasing and dropping back to his deep quarter zone. And now you have the quarter flat and the safety playing 2 read over the number 2 and the number 3 receiver. So if number 2 goes vertical, Poole takes him. If number 3 goes vertical, the strong side safety plays him. That's what should happen. I don't mind that. That's a long way for that safety to go. But if he gets there, I mean, fine. Run Z under again. I mean, it's not how I would play it. Just intuitively, it just makes more sense to not have that weak side safety have to rotate when number 1 goes under and 2 and 3 goes vertical. But again, it's a video game. These guys, they don't think. They just do what they're programmed to do. So he books all the way over here. It's a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ground to cover. Number 1 goes under, and now he picks up number 2 coming to his corner. And you see the quarter flat reroute and drop back, but does not match number 2 because the way they want to play it, they want to have the strong side safety help bracket that. I mean, I don't mind that neither way is wrong, but that's fine. What you may want to do if you've got like a speed mismatch there, you may want to cheat that safety in or user him. All right, let's do Salem. So Salem, you have. I'm curious to see whether they'll recognize that route by Hogan as vertical or not. It's a bending dig route. Number 3 is going vertical. Number 2 is going underneath. So the quarter flat should just, cut that to the flat. If that route is recognized as vertical by the corner, he should just play it man on deep, and you have the weak side safety rotation. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, we can play quarters against trips, fellas. What they did here, okay, so he rotates, and number 2 goes under, so he now took him, which again is fine. Now, this is where, as a user, if you know that rule, you can now play a robber and poach this bad boy. Because remember, you're playing to the passing strength. So once number 2 goes under, he's looking for the first vertical threat. This guy here. And that would be able to free you up to rob. Again, you got a lot of flexibility there with that weak side player. Let's run dig and go. See how they react to the double move there by the outside receiver on the trip side. Okay. He actually played that pretty well as far as staying in phase is concerned. And again, matchups. It's wow, he caught it. But, he's staying decently in phase. So overall, that's not bad. That's certainly usable. Let's see, Y corner. You got 2 unders, so that corner route should be running into a lot of interference. Yeah, not bad. Good passing off there. Just throw it anywhere. Man coverage. There's 2 unders here. And I like that he's aware enough, or they're aware enough to realize in this situation that that's a long way for him to cover. There's no sense in him covering a corner out. It's going to go right to the corner. In that case, what he can do is play middle of the field safety, which he doesn't do a bad job of doing. He just drifts until this guy, picks him up. So, okay, I can live with that. Not textbook perfect, but you can live with that. Play something, If they have to, if they're going to bastardize a coverage, I'd rather them bastardize it like that than bastardize it by taking it out of the game or doing stuff to it that doesn't make logical sense. Now, I'm curious about cover 6. Nothing should change. Cover 6, you're playing special. Special just means that the man lock side is number 1 to trips. So the corner to your right should be playing man-to-man underneath on Hogan, no matter right here. Okay, that's fine. Solo, man-to-man on the weak side, outside. Special, man-lock, #1 on the trip side. Special is played out of trips in palms and cover 6. Now let's see if cover 9 is back in the building. There's no cover 9 in this formation. Lovely. We're in that one. Alright, cover 9. Just gonna run deep post. So cover 9. Solo should be played to the single side, and you're playing trap 2 to the trip side. Okay, is he matching now on that solo side? Let's put him underneath. Yes! Yes! Cover 9 is back. Now what you gotta look out for is that on the trip side, you got your cover 2 beaters here. What I would like to see here, what you can do is that you can turn the mic. Come on. I think I got the wrong controller. You can turn the mic into a mid read or a middle third. Why does he drop him? There's no reason to drop him. Huh. Was he sacked or the ball out? No, there's no reason to drop him. It's normal cover 2 sync. You play him man-to-man. Vertical hook does not get great depth. So you have the same cover 2 issues on the trip side. Now what's nice here, again, since this is the weak side, again, you can do a lot with this guy here. Alright, let's do cover 9 against Z under. Okay, well, that's perfect. That is perfect. That's fine. Man coverage. #3 vertical. 3 rec gets the first crosser. When people bitch about you jumping drags, that's his job. First crosser. Vertical hook does not get good depth at all. He should be dropping. Let's see. He's on the 37. He needs to be dropping at least to the 47, preferably between the 47 and preferably to the 49, 12 yards. 10 to 12 is the rule. She still has some of the same issues there. Let's go dig and go. Oop. Okay, got a conflict there at the safety. The safety is kind of in la la land. Again, it's trap 2 to the strong side, so the corner here is going to jump number 2 to the flat. You know, kind of breaks late, but he's gonna drop him off. Safety's got to climb over. Safety's got to squeeze that window. He now becomes a safety responsibility. Palms, as usual, plays a better trap 2 than actual trap 2. Because you can definitely zing that in there. But everything else, well done. Vertical hook, I'm just not ever in love with the drop of the vertical hook. As far as its depth goes. At the quarter flat or the vertical hook? Which one is that? Nope, that's the quarter flat. He's fine. Here's your 3 rec. No, that is a vertical hook. What am I talking about? Here's your 3 rec. This is the vertical hook. Yeah, don't love that drop. And the false steps there. Don't like that at all. But it looks playable at least. You just got to account for some errors with as far as technique is concerned. Now, I fully expect cover 3 to still be a mess when we're talking about match. What they supposedly did change was fix the reaction with a corner versus trips smash. Let's see if I can find a smash concept out of trips. Slot fade. You don't have a single smash concept out of trips out of this whole playbook? How is that humanly possible? Ah, out of empty. That'll do. You got levels in Y corner and China, but no weird. Playbooks are weird in this game, man. Weird, weird, weird. Alright, we'll come out in Sky. What was happening is that if you did something like this, the corner was squeezing down and not covering that. So they corrected that. Alright, he broke on that pretty well. But what was happening was the corner was biting down the hitch and leaving that vertical wide the hell open. They actually do a pretty good job, terrible job rerouting there actually, never mind. I mean, no reroute at all. I mean, that's awful. I mean, terrible. You gotta get a reroute on that guy. And the same thing will happen with match. You know, cover 3 match. Should just be matching vertical routes. Seam flat would seam flat would match number 2 vertical, and the hook curl would deliver the number 3 vertical to the safety, to the post safety. And you have craziness. So that's still trash. That's disappointing. So you still cannot play match against trips. Match cover 3 against trips and empty. Just call cover 3 Sky if you're going to play cover 3 and you're going to have to use somebody. Or make an adjustment to, you know, account for this kind of stuff here. You're better off checking out of cover 3 match and just playing cover 3 Sky. or buzz spot drop if you're going to be playing, if you cover 3, and then use to the strong side. Either the strong side curl flat or the strong side hook curl. Because match is going to be garbage. Alright, cover 3 sky. So that corner should run right into the corner. And he should break on it. And, okay. At least he broke on it. It's Patrick Dessier. And let's see how Match responds to it. Probably not going to respond very well. Trash. Much worse. So, actually, spot drop cover 3 against trips is better than match cover 3. Go figure. When match cover 3 was designed to combat the problems that trips and empty presents against spot drop cover 3. So, there you go. Well, that's pretty much it, folks, for now. Felt good to do this again. You know, I had a rough month of January, personally. But I feel good. I feel back to myself. And, yeah. So, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.